The beginning of this year here in Barcelona,
En el inicio aquí en España, en Barcelona,
we began to negotiate with the Catholic Church
comenzamos a negociar con la Iglesia Católica.
because we've been needing new buildings for a long time.
Porque necesitamos un edificio nuevo por mucho tiempo.
Pastor Rafael, who now pastors the church that I pastor for 19
El
years,
pastor Rafael, el cual pastorea la iglesia que yo pastoreé por muchos
he
años,
sat down with the priest of the Catholic Church here
se sentó con el sacerdote de la Iglesia Católica aquí
to talk about buying the building.
para hablar sobre comprar la propiedad.
It had to go to the Vatican.
Y tuvo que ir y presentarse al Vaticano.
The Vatican said, okay, you can buy the building.
Y el Vaticano dijo, está bien, pueden comprar la propiedad.
In January, we signed the papers.
Y en enero firmamos por el papel.
And now on the front page of the paper,
Ahí estamos.
the
En el
front page of
noticiero.
the paper,
En el noticiero.
it says the Church of the Trinitarians
Dice la iglesia de los trinitarios.
is now the headquarters of the Pentecostals.
Ahora será la sede de los pentecostales.
That's happening right here in Barcelona.
Eso está sucediendo aquí en Barcelona.
Don't tell me that it's hard.
No me diga que está
We
difícil.
just gotta find the hungry.
Solamente debemos encontrar los
It's time
hambrientos.
for Europe to
Y
arise.
es tiempo de que Europa te levantes.
I'm standing here in the heart of Barcelona, the village of Gracia in the nation of Spain, where God is opening up an amazing opportunity for us here in this nation. The church has been growing the last few years. We're thankful for what God has already done. The Lord has allowed us to grow the Pentecostals of Barcelona, and from the Pentecostals of Barcelona, start 13 other daughter churches throughout the nation of Spain. I want to show you now where our new headquarters location is going to be for our church here in Barcelona at Los Pentecostales de Barcelona. This is a church that was built in 1899 and through the Spanish Civil War was very connected with the community. They had people here that served as a hospital and during the war. And so this church really has a good name in the community. And people have already been coming by asking, when is this church going to open again? And I'll take you in and show you what's going on. So this is the main sanctuary of the Pentecostals of Barcelona, and we've recently just taken out the floor and put in the footings because we're going to put a second level in this. The second level is where we're going to have our Sunday school classes and Bible school that we have here in Barcelona. So you can see the stained glass window of where the altar was, and that back wall is actually going to be pushed back and it's going to make it a little bigger. So we'll be able to sit about 350 in each service. Our church is accustomed to having multiple services in a smaller building, and we're believing we'll have multiple services very quickly as well at this location. Since we stepped into the role as regional directors of Europe, Brother Rafael, who's continuing on with the vision, I want him to share a little bit of the vision that he feels for this city and for this church. Pastor Rafael, háblanos acerca de la visión.
Amén. Dios le bendiga.
And God bless you.
Tenemos una visión de alcanzar a los perdidos aquí en Barcelona.
We have a vision to reach the lost in the city.
Y más que en Barcelona y España, en toda Europa.
And more than just Barcelona, but in Spain and all of Europe.
Y queremos aprovechar la bendición de esta iglesia
We want to take advantage of the blessing of getting this church
como centro matriz
as a center, as a womb,
para preparar líderes.
to prepare leaders.
Vamos a tener la escuela de capacitación de
We're
misioneros.
going to have the school of to train leaders of School of Missions.
Vamos a tener el Instituto
We're going to have the
Bíblico.
Bible school.
Y vamos a estar levantando líderes en la
And we're going to
iglesia
be raising up leaders here in the church
y promoviendo la visión
and pushing forward the vision
de impartir el Evangelio de Jesucristo
to share the gospel of Jesus Christ
hasta lo último de la tierra.
until the ends of the earth.
Hemos entrado en este lugar
We came into this place
en una forma
in
milagrosa
a miracle way.
y hemos podido ver la mano de Dios desde el
We had
principio,
seen the hand of God from the beginning,
ya que detrás de este lugar había mucha gente
because
interesada,
behind this church there was many people that were interested in obtaining it,
incluyendo también iglesias católicas.
including other Catholic churches.
Habían unas monjas que estaban interesadas en tener este
There were
lugar,
some monks that were interested in having this church,
pero por alguna razón
but for some reason
el Señor no permitió que ellos lo tuvieran.
the Lord allowed us to get it.
Ellos no estaban buscando una gente a quien darle este lugar a crédito.
They were not looking for people to give it to them by credit,
Sin embargo, nos han hecho una hipoteca
but the Catholic Church gave us a loan
sin aval
without money, without a down payment,
y sin intereses.
and without interest.
Hemos tenido un pago y tenemos la posibilidad de conseguir descuento si pagamos en el plazo establecido.
So they gave us the possibility to have a discount if we're able to pay the payments in a short amount of time.
Lo más importante de este local
And the most important thing about this place,
no es el edificio físico,
it's not necessarily the physical building,
sino que hemos traspasado una barrera espiritual
but we have gone through a gate or a door, a spiritual door,
que nunca antes nadie ha traspasado aquí en
that
España.
no one else has ever had here in Spain.
En toda la historia de España,
And in all of the history of Spain,
nunca una iglesia católica
there's never been a Catholic church
ha sido vendida a una iglesia
that has
evangélica.
sold their building to a evangelical or Christian church.
Y hemos tenido la gracia y la misericordia de Dios
And we've had the grace and the blessing of God
de que tenemos la firma del Vaticano
that we have the signature of the Vatican
aprobando que la venta de esta iglesia
approving the sale of this church
a los pentecostales de Barcelona.
to the Pentecostals of Barcelona.
Es un milagro de Dios.
It's a miracle of God.
Aquí en Cataluña,
Here in Catalonia,
en ninguna parte quieren iglesias.
and they don't want a church in any part of this
Todo el mundo
area.
está deseoso
Everybody is desiring
de que tengamos la iglesia aquí.
that they have a church here.
La comunidad está contenta
The community is happy
de que va a seguir siendo una
that it's
iglesia.
going to continue being a church here in the community.
Hemos tenido una acogida en el barrio
We have the people in the neighborhood have opened their arms,
y yo creo que esa es la gracia de Dios.
and I believe that's the grace of God.
Amén.
Amen. The Lord has given us a vision not only for this city but to impact all of Europe. And from right here in this location, we believe the Lord is going to help us to train laborers to enter into the harvest. We have a great team of missionaries and national pastors that are working together to help train leaders on a local level and then on an international level. The Euchre family is here. Brother Dennis and Sister Amy Euchre are working to put together the RKR Training Center. And from there, the plan is to train people that feel a call to missions to go into other parts of Europe, and also to train other European leaders that feel a call to start churches throughout their nations. I'm going to share with you a little bit of what is going on that side of the vision.
The existing bathrooms to your right and left, I'm not sure what the sheetrock right there. And we reopened them to make it. These were built in the box, there's switches. Because here in Europe, you need your light switch.
Part of the strategy was how do you put people in here? Like, what if you have like a couple families and some singles? How do you, we can partition it off where we can like close this door?
So we are in the kitchen, which will be one of my favorite spots, what will be the kitchen. And really we've said this many times, the whole project is a miracle, but it is a huge blessing to be able to do this, but also because of the giving of so many people that have given sacrificially to be able to do this project. What's so beautiful about it, it's named the RKR Training Center because Brother Robert K. Rodenbush, who actually started the AIM program, and he was my RD, he was our RD for a while after we got married, and believed so much in equipping people, believed in training people and sending you, believed in and really backed you up to allow you to go and do what God had called you to do. So that's the training program that we do. And this room over here, that's where the training center, where we do the actual training, that's dedicated to him. And another area where it's special too, because of the giving and the funding that we're getting from a memorial that's in honor of my mom. And for me, that's of course very special. We're going to be dedicating the kind of, if you knew her, she was very big into hospitality, not like she did do pretty things and fancy, but it was making people feel loved and taken care of. And at her home, she did that amazingly. She did that in El Salvador, everywhere that the Lord took them to serve. So the kitchen and the dorms have the money donated from my mom's memorial is going to pay for the dorms and this kitchen area. So to me, it's just two people that have just lived their lives for what God had called them to do, and we get to continue training in Brother Rodenbush's, what he has begun, and the hospitality, the kitchen, the dorm site in honor of my mom.
So those of you who will be coming, you'll be able to stay in the Diane Howe Memorial Dormitories and then attend the RKR Training Center, all right here at the heart of Barcelona, that's also connected to the vision of the Pentecostals of Barcelona, working together to reach the world.
It's all of us working together, following the call of God and working together to see him, the gospel reaching to every part of this world.
Which this vision really, it's bigger than one person. It's bigger than one church. And that's where the people that have already given and people that are interested in investing into the kingdom, it takes all of us to be a part of this, because this vision is so big that it's not just a local church thing. It's not just of one country. Where the vision is to impact all of Europe and all of the world from this place. And so we're so thankful for those who have given and have continued to give. The funds that are being used wisely. You can see the construction that's going on right now, and in a short amount of time you're going to be able to see the finished product of where your giving has gone to be a blessing to the churches here in Spain.